Hello, my name is Madison Kaminsky, and I'm going to be talking about fermentation. First, why not enough oxygen? Fermentation is only used when you're very low on oxygen. Some examples will be running and exercising. Lactic acid is when our cells need energy. They break down simple molecules like glucose. The cells turn the products of glucose into lactic acid. Lactic acid is found in the cytoplasm. And then there's alcoholic fermentation. Alcoholic fermentation is glycosis also placed in the cytoplasm and forms an ethyl alcohol, and energy is being released. Also, CO2 is released during this process. Here are some real-life examples of fermentation. Let's say when you're running, you get that feeling / burning in your leg and arm, wherever. All the burning is lactic acid building up in you. If you don't understand what I'm trying to say, let's say when you're pouring water into a cup, it gets higher and higher as you're pouring the water. So your body, where the pain is all the lactic acid getting higher and higher. And that's what I'm trying to say. Thank you. Now on to Sam.
Hello, my name is Sam, and I'll be talking to you about cellular respiration. Cellular respiration is a chemical process that generates most of the energy in the cell. The formula for cellular respiration is C6H12O6 yields 6CO2 plus 6H2O plus ATP energy. The reactants in this formula are sugar and oxygen. The products for cellular respiration are carbon dioxide, water, and energy. The 3 steps for cellular respiration are glycolysis, Krebs cycle, and the electron transport chain. In glycolysis, 1 ATP is used to split glucose and is converted to a pyruvate. This process occurs in the cytoplasm. The second step is the Krebs cycle. The Krebs cycle takes place in the mitochondria. In this step, an oxygen is fixed to a pyruvate and makes CO2, carbon dioxide. The last step in cellular respiration is the electron transport chain. The electron transport chain takes place in the inner membrane of the mitochondria. In the transport chain, ADP is fixed to the phosphate. Also, oxygen is fixed to a hydrogen to make H2O, water. Now on to Maddie, VG.
Thank you, Sam. Hello, my name is Madison, and I'm going to present photosynthesis equation, reactants, and products, and light-dependent reaction. The equation for photosynthesis is 6CO2 plus 6H2O yields 6O2 plus C6H12O6. The reactants are carbon dioxide, water, and light. The products are oxygen and sugar. Now I'm going to talk about light-dependent reaction. Light-dependent reaction takes place in lithialcoids. Light goes into the light-dependent reaction. Water gets split so oxygen goes out for us to breathe. The products of light-dependent reaction is ATP and NADPH. Now on to Regina with light-independent reaction.
Thank you, Maddie. Hello, my name is Regina, and I will be talking about light-independent reaction, also known as the dark reaction or Calvin cycle. Before me, Madison talked about light-dependent reaction, and the product was ATP and NADPH. The light-independent reaction takes place in the stroma and makes glucose. These are the steps of light-independent reaction. The first step is carbon fixation. Carbon fixation is the process that fixes a carbon into place. The next step is reduction. This stage uses energy from ATP and NADPH in the light-dependent reaction of photosynthesis. In this way, the Calvin cycle becomes the way in which plants convert energy from sunlight into long-term storage molecules. The last step is regeneration. Regeneration is the process that requires ATP. Because it takes 6 carbon to make glucose, this cycle must be repeated 6 times to make a single molecule of glucose. Thank you for watching.